Hello everyone, welcome back to Archana's Teaching Hub. This is our UGC NET and MSCET Economics series class 2. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss one of the most important and foundational topics of microeconomics, concept of demand. This topic is extremely important for UGC NET Economics, MSCET, MAHA TET, and other competitive exams. In this session, we will clearly understand what is demand, law of demand by Alfred Marshall, demand schedule and demand curve, reasons for a downward sloping demand curve, income effect and substitution effect, Giffen goods and Veblen effect, change in demand versus change in quantity demand, factors determining demand, substitute and complementary goods. I will explain everything in a very simple and exam oriented way so that you can easily solve MCQs and also write descriptive answers confidently. So, stay focused till the end of this class because this topic build the base of your entire microeconomics preparation. Let's begin now. Introduction of demand. The concept of demand was given by Alfred Marshall in his book Principles of Economics in the 1890s. Demand is flow concept. It is always measured per unit of time, means per day, per month, per year. Meaning of demand. Demand means desire plus ability to pay plus willingness to pay at the given price during a given period of time. Law of demand. According to Alfred Marshall, other things remaining constant means ceteris paribus, there is an inverse relationship between price of a commodity and quantity demanded. When price increases, demand decreases. When price decreases, demand increases. There is a negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. Demand schedule. Demand schedule is the tabular presentation of law of demand. Types: first, individual demand, second, market demand. Demand curve, normal good, downward sloping from left to right. Why downward sloping? Reason for downward sloping demand curve. First, income effect. When price decreases, real income increases. Purchasing power increases, demand increases. Income effect is positive for normal goods. Income effect is negative for inferior goods. Second, downward sloping demand curve reason, substitution effect. When price of a good decreases, it becomes cheaper compared to other goods. Consumers substitute it for other goods. Demand increases. Substitution effect is always negative relation with price. Price decrease, demand increase. Third, law of diminishing marginal utility. When price falls, consumer buys more because marginal utility decreases. So, consumer pays less for additional units. Types of goods. Normal goods, demand falls when price rise. Income effect is equal to positive, demand curve negative slope. Inferior goods, income effect negative, demand decreases when income increases. Giffen goods, special type of inferior goods. Positive relation between price and demand. Demand increases when price decreases. Demand curve has positive slope. For example, very cheap staple food like coarse rise in a poor household. Exception to law of demand. First, Veblen effect, conspicuous consumption, propounded by Veblen. Prestigious value linked with price, higher demand, luxury show of goods. For example, diamonds, luxury cars, iPhones. Second, Giffen goods. Positive relationship between price and demand. Third, bandwagon effect. People demand goods because others are buying. Demonstration effect. 4. Snob effect. People demand goods because others are not buying. Prestigious and luxury. Exclusivity. Change in demand versus change in quantity demanded. Change in quantity demanded due to change in a price only. Movement along demand curve. Expansion, price decreases. Contraction, price increases. Change in demand due to factors other than price. Shift of demand curve. Causes: first, income; second, taste or preference; third, price of related goods; four, advertising; fifth, future expectations. Factors of determining demand: first, taste and preference, positive effect; second, income of people, positive effect for a normal goods; price of related goods, substitution effect, positive; complementary, negative; advertising, positive effect; future price expectations, positive effect. Substitution and complementary goods. Substitution goods, independent goods. For example, tea and coffee. Price of one good increases, demand of other good increases. Cross elasticity of positive. Complementary goods, interdependent goods. For example, car and petrol. Price of one good increases, demand of other good decreases. Cross elasticity is negative. Durable and perishable goods. Durable goods can be stored, price not very volatile. Perishable goods cannot be stored, price is highly volatile. Demand function. Demand is equal to function of price. Inverse demand function, price is equal to function of demand. Derived demand. Derived demand means demand for goods which are used to produce other goods. For example, labor, raw materials. So students, this was our class 2 of the UGC NET and MS Set Economics series, where we discuss the complete concept of demand in a clear and exam oriented manner. These concepts are very important for solving MCQs in a UGC NET and MS Set, and they also help you build a strong base of advanced microeconomics topics like elasticity, consumer equilibrium, and indifference curve analysis. Revise today's topic once again, practice MCQs from this chapter, try to draw demand curves properly in your notebook. If you found this lecture helpful, don't forget to like the video, comment your doubt, subscribe to Archana's Teaching Up. Share this video with your friends who are preparing for UGC NET and MS Set. In the next class, we will move another important microeconomics topic. Till then, keep studying, stay consistent, and remember, success comes with smart preparation. Thank you for watching. See you in the next class.